Welcome to Manifest Anything You Can Imagine podcast, the podcast that empowers you to turn your dreams into reality using the law of attraction. I'm your host, Papi DiNuzzo, and together we'll dive into the mindset, strategies, and energy shifts you need to create the life you've always envisioned. Whether it's health, wealth, happiness, love, relationships, or spirituality. Inspired by my transformative book, Manifest Anything You Can Imagine, each episode brings you practical tools, inspiring stories, and bold insights to unlock your limitless potential. Get ready to manifest your greatness, and let's dive in.
Podcast disclosure. The following podcast is by DiNuzzo Private Wealth, Inc. DiNuzzo is for general informational purposes only. No portion of the podcast serves as the receipt of or as a substitute for personalized investment advice from DiNuzzo. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and it should not be assumed that future performance of any specific investment or investment strategy or any non-investment related or planning services, discussion, or content will be profitable, be suitable for your portfolio or individual situation, or prove successful. No portion of the podcast content should be construed by a client or prospective client as a guarantee that he or she will experience a certain level of results if DiNuzzo is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Namaste, I'm Mikey, and I'd like to thank you for joining me today, along with manifestation mindset coach Papi DiNuzzo, on the Manifest Anything You Can Imagine podcast. If you're a successful entrepreneur looking to take your business, life, health, wealth, love, and impact to the next level, the Papi Mindset Manifestation Mastermind and/or the Papi Mindset Manifestation Retreats may be just the answer and experience you've been looking for. This is where positive thoughts, emotions, and actions align with ancient wisdom within a tribe of purpose meets profit entrepreneurs who are dedicated to elevating their mindset, their energy, their results, and their fellow brothers and sisters in need. If you're ready to manifest, grow, stretch, and really step into the next, newer, higher version of yourself, Papi's Mastermind and Retreats were created just for you. Also, Papi's social media is a continuous stream of positive energy. It's full of uplifting and valuable content, and it costs nothing. It's literally at your fingertips, so I highly recommend that you follow, share, and like Papi on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And we just got off our 50th episode milestone, and I just want to congratulate Papi and Kim and Andrew. I saw that we just passed our 10,000 downloads on our podcast, so that was exciting news when I saw that. So congratulations to everybody. And now let's go to Papi for his monologue and to set the table for today's podcast. Good morning, Papi.
Thank you, Mikey. A lot of great positive energy from you as always. A lot of great news. I love that you are the bearer of good news. You're very good at that. Kim is also the bearer of good news. So thank you, Kim, our wonderful producer who puts everything together for our podcast, Papi Mindset Coach, the Manifest Anything You Can Imagine. As you said, thank you, Andrew, in the background as well for all the help that he provides. And Mikey, of course, helped me with the show here and just keeping the energy up and just the positivity and just sharing this wonderful message of love. If it's one word, my fellow brothers and sisters, it's just a message of love. The universal law of love is the most important universal law of all universal laws. It's the only universal law that fulfills all other laws. That is what the Creator designed this entire planet for, this entire universe, everything to operate under the law of love. You are loved more by the Creator of all of this, by Source, than you can ever imagine. You're loved more than a human mind could ever comprehend. The purest, most fulfilling, wholesome love you could ever imagine. You come here, my fellow brothers and sisters, to love yourself, to love yourself and love your fellow brothers and sisters. Love is at the epicenter of the reason for everything. I say namaste, namaste, my beautiful, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fellow brothers and sisters. The spirit in me greets the spirit in you. Excuse me. I would love to congratulate you on the greatest day of your life. Embed this in your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul. Embed this, my fellow brothers and sisters. Every day is the greatest day of your life. Every day is the greatest day of your life. It can be no other way. The universe never does anything to you. Source never does anything to you. Source only does things for you. We're going to talk about so many exciting concepts today, and one of the greatest concepts I could imagine, we're going to start to get into in just a little bit. I come to you from a perspective of 100% love, 100% neutrality, 100% spirituality, 0% religion, 0% politics, 0% judgment. We love you. We love everyone. This is all about love. We don't judge a fellow brother and sisters. Never, ever do we judge a fellow brother and sister. I am so happy and grateful now. When I woke up this morning, my fellow brothers and sisters, as I do every morning, when I am 1% aware, a couple of percent aware that I am awake and I am alive, when I very first wake up in the morning, I am so happy and grateful now that today is a wonderful day. I'm so happy and grateful now that today is a magnificent day. I am so happy and grateful now that today is the greatest day of my life. I am so happy and grateful now that something wonderful is happening to me today. I'm so happy and grateful now something wonderful is happening to Mikey today. I'm so happy and grateful now that something wonderful is happening to Kim today. I'm so happy and grateful now that something wonderful is happening to you, my fellow brothers and sisters. Something wonderful beyond your comprehension is happening to you today. Happening to you today, I promise you. I'm so happy and grateful now today is the greatest day of your life. For we live in a thought world, my fellow brothers and sisters, within a perfect and infinite thought universe. I just ask you, all I do is offer suggestions to you. I plant seeds and I offer suggestions for you to meet me somewhere in the middle. I'm even willing to walk 90% or 99%, but you have to at least take a step toward me to open up your mind. Are you willing to question? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to change? My fellow brothers and sisters, you possess all these powers within you. You live in a thought world within a perfect and infinite thought universe. You contain everything you need. Look within, my fellow brothers and sisters. Everything is within you. Everything is within you. You are an eternal, ethereal spiritual being. You are an endless spiritual being. There is no end to you. There is no end to your life. How wonderful is that? You transition, you incarnate. You are an eternal spiritual being having a limited physical experience. You incarnate into this life. You come here for karmic lessons, to fulfill contracts, soul contracts. Come here to love yourself, love your fellow brothers and sisters. You come here to manifest. You come here to create, to further express, expand, increase, grow, and manifest. Manifest is just a fancy word for creating. That is why you came here. You came here with a purpose tied for a number one goal for you to learn to gather and direct and manage energy, to direct and manage energy, energy, vibration, and frequency. That's the key to everything. That's what Papi's teaching you about. 18 ways from Sunday. I keep coming back to it. Some of our fellow brothers and sisters learn by listening. Some learn by reading. Some learn by visualizing. Some learn by writing. Some learn by journaling. Some learn by combinations of all those. I try to touch on all these points because, as Bob Proctor told me years ago, he said, Pappy, people manifest a lot of different ways, a lot of different ways. So don't get too stuck on just one idea I may be talking about. I tend to float around like a bee in a flower patch, and I'm trying to come in contact with you with the way that strikes you the best for you to internalize this ancient wisdom. My fellow brothers and sisters, no more powerful knowledge than what we share on Pappy Mindset Coach, Manifest Anything You Can Imagine podcast. We're sharing ancient wisdom and love with you every single day, that the kingdom lives within you and that the keys to the kingdom live within you. And Pappy will convince you that the kingdom is within you, and I will show you these keys and I will teach you how to use them. I'm a teacher. That's what I'm here for, to teach you how to use these. Fellow brothers and sisters, you are an immortal spiritual being. Perfect spirit, perfect spiritual DNA. Most important, inside of you is a perfect spiritual spark. This perfect spiritual spark and DNA is the exact same as source, the exact same as source. That's how I refer to you, as an extension of source energy. This is how you take the faith and the belief and put those together, the faith and the belief. And I just need you to have belief. Can you believe, my fellow brothers and sisters? Can you believe just 1%? Can you believe just 1%? I believe in you 100%. 100%. I believe in you 100%. Your spiritual spark is perfect. You have the ability to co-create with source energy. My fellow brothers and sisters, repetition is so important. From the third trimester in your mother's womb to the first 7 years you were on life, you were here on earth fit in a physical form. Your conscious mind was not developed. Hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of suggestions went directly into your subconscious mind that you could not cancel or reject. You could not cancel. You could not state that you wanted to reject it. You could not say no. You could not say nope. You could not say I refuse to participate. That's what we're working on. We have a virus. Our fellow brothers and sisters have a virus in their operating system, in their subconscious mind, in their where the magic lamp resides in your subconscious mind, and they're causing your limiting beliefs. And I'm here with you, my fellow brothers and sisters, to teach you and level you up regarding manifesting the law of attraction, what it is. Manifesting law of attraction, how does it work? And most importantly, once you get your mind wrapped around both of those concepts, manifesting law of attraction, how do you do it? Where the rubber meets the road. That's all I'm here for, is to teach you, to hold your hand, walk arm in arm with you, level you up, teach you how to manifest anything you can imagine, regardless of which country, which continent you live on, the color of your skin, your financial situation, your upbringing, anything, my fellow brothers and sisters. The kingdom lives within you. The keys to the kingdom live within you. And I'm so excited about our show today. We're going to talk from a number of perspectives. One of my most exciting concepts, Mikey, that we talk about at Papi Mindset Coach is that nothing is impossible. So read, manifest anything you can imagine every day. Read my book, offered for free. I will email you a free copy on papimindsetcoach.com. It's about repetition, my fellow brothers and sisters. You've seen that image that I show you with the top half of your dome, your conscious mind, all those arrows coming at you, all the negativity that's out there. First of all, just the fact that you know all this negativity is out there coming at you, that's 80% of the battle. You know that you get to defend yourself. Cancel, reject, no, nope, manage your day. It's very simple. You look around at our animal brothers and sisters, any animal is in a natural state. What is this natural state? We aren't as human beings. We're the only mammal and only thing on this earth, living creature that's not in a natural state when we're here. Look around at animals. If you have a dog or a cat, watch your dog or cat. If you have a horse, watch your horse. If you have an animal that you love, watch them. You will see your dog. I'm a dog lover. I've talked about before. I've had up to 4 at one time. Had a dog for pretty much every decade I've been on earth, for forever. And what you will see is your animal doing what Pappy's trying to teach you, which is the easiest way to manifest, not actively. Your pet's not writing out affirmations. Your pet is not writing out intentions. Your pet is not stating prayers. What animals do is they are in harmony, alignment, and flow all day long. Harmony, alignment, and flow, and or attempting to be in it. Animals naturally will move into or toward positive energy. Now just hear me out here. Just think about this. Just from their natural instincts, from their intuition, they will move into and toward positive energy. They will move away from and out of negative energy. That's what they're doing all day long. That's how they manifest their best life. That's what they do all day long. And their vibrations in many cases are higher than human beings. Many pets, as I've said before, are saving the lives of their owners because their owner's walking around all day at a vibration maybe of 150, and their pet is at 250, 350. When something really great happens with a dog or a cat, they could be at 400, 450, 500, a very high vibration. Why do brothers and sisters go take a look, go shopping somewhere, go out in public and take a look at a young child? Typically, the younger the better. You get a 1, 2, 3-year-old child and look at the faces of our brothers and sisters when they see that child. From that pure inner child energy coming up, our brothers and sisters are attracted to animals and this purity and this pure energy because it invigorates them. It places them at a higher vibration. These young children who are coming authentically from their inner child, a very high vibration. What do I talk about? Love, light, truth, and goodness. They're coming from love, not hate. They're coming from light, not darkness. They're coming from truth, not deception. Coming from goodness, not evil. Our brothers and sisters, naturally, you just watch young children when they're with their parents or they're with their supervisor, whoever it is, they'd be grandmother, whoever's watching them out in public, and animals watch human beings gravitate to them and watch their face light up like the sun. Watch their face light up the sun. And when their face lights up, they're at a vibration. Like I said, they may be at 150 vibration. And when their face lights up and that smile on their face is wider than their face, is what Papi likes to say. Their smile is wider than their face. Our brothers and sisters are vibrating at 300, 400 or higher. Bam, that high vibration. You're either in a high vibration state or a low vibration state. And you, my fellow brothers and sisters, is why you are listening to the Papi Mindset Coach podcast today, manifesting. You can imagine, because you are yearning for this. You know that it's here. You know this is what Papi teaches, and it's the same as leaning into that high vibration. So I commend you and I applaud you for listening to your subconscious mind and tuning in and listening today. Your subconscious mind led you here. It was the greatest decision. Get in touch with your subconscious mind. It has access to all knowledge and all power of all time, and it is right and correct every single time. And when you start to differentiate the thoughts that are coming to you from your subconscious mind, which is correct 100% of the time, start to thank it. Thank your subconscious mind for reminding you as you're walking out the house that you forgot your keys back in the house, whatever it is. If you're not thinking about it, your subconscious mind sending you this advice, this direction, this guidance, these answers all day long. Thank it. Thank you so much, subconscious mind. Please keep it coming. Please keep informing me. Please keep helping me. Please keep giving me the greatest advice, and please keep me in tune with you so that I can recognize this gift that's being given to me from the universal subconscious mind. So thank you, Kim, for putting together such a great show today. As always, thank you, Mikey, the two superstars that both of you are at Papi Mindset Coach. And just so excited, just a show of love and light and truth and goodness on hand for today. So namaste to all of our wonderful fellow brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Papi. That's a great start. I love it. It just sets the perfect tone for today's podcast, especially considering that you recently led a virtual presentation for some underprivileged youth in India. Can you share that experience with us?
Yes, Mikey. I teach a regular class. It's a year-long endeavor. We're trying to figure out how to scale it up. There's 7,000 schools with over 7 million students, and we're doing a beta test, so to speak, with a class of 20 young women. Of course, this is virtual. I'm in the United States, there in India. And one of the things that comes up, Mikey, is the whenever we went through, like, not to say the interview process, the school went through an interview process, and it asked these young women who are teenagers to apply based on their need, how interested they were, did they feel an affinity, that they were leaning into this, and what was the situation from their families. And they did, almost all of them did a video, Mikey, and they sent me a video for each of them, and it was I'll just stand and pause aside. Heartwarming. Human being could say a lot of it was heartbreaking, but we stay positive, and we would look at the positive aspect of just how heartwarming. And young woman after young woman describing their family situation. And one of the common themes, Mikey, is our audience has heard us say before, Pappy loves everyone and everything. Our target audience at Pappy Mindset Coach is the 4 billion. That's billion with a B as in Bravo. The 4 billion of our fellow brothers and sisters across planet Earth living off of less than $5 per day. I was just having a talk with a fellow team member here yesterday, and I was just stating them again, as a lot of you have heard me say, is anyone out there talking to anyone? Go and talk. To complain, my fellow brothers and sisters, we've done other shows on that. We'll do that again. But to complain, you've been given gift upon gift upon gift. Go out and talk to one individual. You won't have to talk to more than 2 or 3 brothers and sisters on average and hear the struggles that they're going through with their health, their physical health, their mental wellness, their wealth, their love, happiness, relationships, experiences, spirituality. In human terms, real life challenges. Give gratitude for the life you have. Give gratitude for the wonder you have. I don't know if any of, we're based in the United States. I don't know if any of our United States fellow brothers and sisters here can imagine living off of less than $5 per day. And this is for an entire family. These women are stating, Pappy, our family lives off of $5. I remember one young woman, Mikey, said, Pappy, we have a mom and a dad and a brother and sister. There's 5 of us. We're living off of approximately $5 per day. And it comes up quite often. I have conversed with Ancient Ascended Master Council and asked them numerous times, and my human side has showed up. Ancient Ascended Master Council, are you certain? Because I love all my fellow brothers and sisters, and I would never misrepresent anything to a fellow brothers and sisters. I'm coming to them with love and light and truth and goodness. Is there any case that our fellow brothers and sisters cannot manifest anything they can imagine? And time again, Mikey, the same answer from Ancient Ascended Master Council, Pappy. Any of your fellow brothers and sisters, these 4 billion that you love in your heart of hearts, Pappy, all 4 billion of those can manifest anything they can imagine, even so much so that if they state a goal that they want very, very much, which I call a faith and belief goal, if they state a faith and belief goal, a very large goal of something they want, that they can achieve that goal, and they themselves, in their definition, North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, India, anywhere across the globe, that our fellow brothers and sisters, by their own definition, would say, I've achieved this goal, and I would define this as living in prosperity. And prosperity means different definitions for different brothers and sisters, but to be in that low of a state from our consideration, living off of less than $5 per day, and to elevate your life into what you would define as living in prosperity, it's available to all of us, my fellow brothers and sisters. I promise you. And a lot of the conversation with the young women would go along those lines, Mikey, with the challenges that they were having. We would always do a Q&A every class, as we did on this one. Again, this is YUVA, Y-U-V-A, Unstoppable School in India. And I remind them over and over again, regardless of age, race, their finances, income, the country, the continent, their education, nationality, none of this stops them back. Every one of our fellow brothers and sisters, perfect spirit, perfect spiritual day, perfect spiritual spark of our fellow brothers and sisters, of our brethren here, perfection inside of them, which allows them to co-create with source energy to manifest anything you can imagine. Now, where we get hung up, Mikey, our fellow brothers and sisters, and it can look that way from a 3D perspective, when you're looking all around you from a 3D perspective and you are living in abject poverty and there are no resources at your immediate disposal, no resources around you, it can look that way, that how could I ever create what I would like to create? How can I ever manifest what I would like to manifest? My fellow brothers and sisters, I talk to you about if you can just trust Pappy and just walk hand in hand with me, and instead of staying on this 3D highway, let me take you for a walk on the 5D highway. And to get to the 5D highway, Mikey, we're going through the 4D, the 4th dimension. And the 4th dimension is taking us from where we're at right now in 3D in the 3rd dimension. And it's a dimension of ascension, of elevation, of awakening. Most commonly, you'll hear it defined as ascension and awakening. And that's what I'm here for, my fellow brothers and sisters. You hear me say time and time again, to awaken the untapped creative power that lives within you. To awaken the untapped creative power that lives within you. To awaken the inner knowing. It's inside of you. It's inside of every single one of you. That's why I came here. That's why I was sent here. That's why I chose to come here, to share this knowledge with you. For the rest of my life, my fellow brothers and sisters, for my entire life, I will keep teaching you and hold your hand. I will never give up on you. I know, I believe in you 100%. I asked you earlier in today's podcast, can you believe in yourself 1%? I believe in you 100% because I know what's inside of you. I know what's inside of you. I'm going to dust it off. I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to polish it off. I'm going to polish it up, whatever it takes. I'm going to fill up your engine with fuel, however you want to look at it, so that you can dust this off and you can participate in this grand awakening, this grand remembrance. We're going through the big shift, my fellow brothers and sisters, from the 3D to the 5D, and you are going to see things pretty much irregardless of your age. You're going to see things you could never, ever have imagined, never, ever imagined in this ascension, this 3D to 5D process that we're going through, this raising of energy, this elevation of vibration, this elevation of frequency. My fellow brothers and sisters, in plain English, it's a big deal. It's a very big deal. And what better place to have a home base of knowledge and comfort and security that you and I and the team here at Papi Mindset Coach are already developing a relationship. So when our fellow brothers and sisters across the globe are seeing things that they've never seen, it could never imagine seeing it, going through things in this big shift to the new earth, this transition from 3D to 5D, and you'll have a choice. If you want to stay in the 3D, you could stay in 3D. You want to be complaining and swearing all day long, and other people have your stuff, and you want to live in fear and worry and doubt and anxiety and anger and jealousy and hatred, you'll get that option. You'll get that option. But if you want to elevate your life to where you truly know you are meant to be, where you are to be in the fifth dimension of love and light and truth and goodness, you're going to get that option as well, my fellow brothers and sisters. So you're in the right place. Your subconscious mind led you to exactly where you are to be right now, listening to the podcast, Papi Mindset Coach, manifesting you can imagine. And if I can start to, as I believe I did and have done, produce a gleam in the eyes of these young teenagers living in poverty, living in abject poverty in India, as I talk to in other locations, you can certainly do it yourself. So, my fellow brothers and sisters, it's all about your mindset. Papi Mindset Coach. That's why it's in the name. That's what I'm here for, irregardless of anything. I promise you that you can manifest anything you can imagine.
Thank you. It's so good to be reminded that no matter what your circumstances are, that you can overcome them and you can manifest your goal. And like you always say, your goal is to grow and not to get. And that's just the perfect example, especially for those young women over in India. So thank you for doing that. And there is so much negativity around so many of us. And Pappy always wants to provide us a dose of positivity. And he does that by sending us a weekly email with 2 free concepts to live by to everyone on his mailing list, just reminding us that repetition is our key to manifesting success. So, Pappy, what is our concept today?
Yes. And thank you, Kim, for sending out the concepts to live by every week to our audience. And the recent concept that we send out that we'll focus on today is mind, MIND, your mind. And this one is so important, Mikey. And this was one of my major breakthrough years and years ago. And I credit Dr. Fleet, Fleet, who created this and identified it. Well, everything is rediscovered. That's what cracks me about human beings, Mikey. We've been here for millions of years. We've been here for millions of years. We've gone through not evolution as they teach, but evolution as far as the human species, the spiritual being, etc. But in a similar form, we've been here for way, 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 way longer than anybody could ever imagine. And nothing is discovered. You didn't discover it. Any one of our fellow brothers and sisters who've come up with anything have received a download from source and from our fellow brothers and sisters who love us as well. Talk about ancient ascended master council, council of humanity, table of humanity, archangels, angels, guardian spirits, saints, spirit guides, your soul family, your extended soul family, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, and ancestors. I mean, you name it. So much love, so much information is being sent to you. So don't ever get full of yourself from a narcissistic perspective or hubris, thinking that you yourself individually created everything, anything. This has all been around long, long, long before my fellow brothers and sisters, whatever you can imagine. And Dr. Fleet rediscovered an image, which is so helpful. And I talk to you about this an awful lot regarding the mind, because it's one of our, I talk about you get to, human beings will say you need to develop a base and a foundation, and really to get where you're making progress regarding manifesting anything you can imagine. Understanding your mind is mission critical. It's a huge part of building your base and your foundation. And I tell you, just visually, whenever I'm talking to any fellow brother and sister at any event, if the topic comes up and they're asking, I'll ask them, well, brother or sister, what do you think your mind is? And I'll say, Papi, I think my mind is my brain. And you've heard me say before, your brain's no more of your mind than your nose or your toes is. Your brain is not your mind. Your mind is, then the best image, and ancient ascended master council said, Papi, it's more complex than this, but this is a great image to explain it to human beings. If you think of my pointing finger as a white magic marker, And I'm just drawing a big circle all the way around my head as far as my arm can reach, a big circle with a horizontal line through the middle. And I'm going to put a C in the top half of that circle for conscious mind and an SC in the bottom half of the circle for subconscious mind. So just imagine the bottom half of the circle, if you remove the top half, it would be the bottom half of the circle. That's what I call it, the bowl. Your bowl, that's where your magic lamp resides, access to all knowledge and all power of all time. The top half of that circle, your conscious mind, provides you with 5%, F-I-V-E, 5% of what you accomplish, when you're successful, when you achieve anything, 5% of it came from your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind produces 95% of all your success, everything you accomplish, everything you achieve. My fellow brothers and sisters, if you just stop right there, you should be saying to yourself, I want to learn about my subconscious mind. Where is it? How do I access it? How do I get it to work for me, etc.? That's what Papi teaches all day and night long, all those topics for the power of your subconscious mind. Then think again for me to finish the image mentally. A small line from this large circle down towards my body, a much smaller circle, maybe about half the size of the top circle, just one circle here representing my body with a B in it for body, one line up on each side for arms and hands, one line down on each side for legs and feet. So you get a large circle with a line through the middle on the top, conscious mind, subconscious mind, and a small circle on the bottom with a B for your body. Your body is an instrument of your mind. Buddha said you will become what you think, you attract what you feel, and you will create what you imagine. So I remind you over and over again, brothers and sisters, just think of that image visually, and up above the large circle on top, from where the conscious mind's at, up in the open space above there, is where the magic starts. That's where everything starts. The kingdom of heaven lives within you. This is where it all starts. And up here, above your conscious mind, it starts with your conscious mind when you're thinking. It's one of the top 2 or 3 in tie for number 1 most important jobs, so to speak, for your conscious mind. Your imagination, your ideas, and your thoughts. Your conscious mind is in charge of those. And your goal, I talk about your largest goal, your faith and belief goal, that starts with a want. And we're not gonna be teaching that today, but it starts with a want. You have to know what you want. So it starts up above your conscious mind with your imagination, your ideas, and your thoughts. It comes down into your conscious mind, and as you want it and apply emotion to it. So it starts, my fellow brothers and sisters, with your thoughts. And as you've heard me say, the secret sauce that launches this entire process, you start it, but this one provides exponential growth, is when you provide and you add your feelings and emotions. That's a secret sauce. And as you have more feelings and emotions, you now deposit that want, which is your goal, down into the rich treasury of your subconscious mind. And as you want it, and as you identify as your goal, and you're applying feelings and emotions, there are vibrations coming out of your subconscious mind and down and out from your body, your instrument of your mind as well. And what did Buddha say? You will create what you think, you will attract what you feel. You will attract what you feel. These are the vibrations and frequencies coming out of you. If you're going by somebody, if you're in a meeting or at a lunch or in your office, in a room with other team members, and if someone was there, that's a low vibration. Are you attracted to that? Are you gonna come over and say, "Hey, I've got 100 other team members here at the company that I work at. I wanna jam with you. Like, let's vibe. Let's you and I work on a project." That's not gonna happen. That's like an egregious example, but brothers and sisters are putting out, and you receive the vibrations and frequencies from other fellow brothers. As I've told you before, we live in a non-verbal, non-linguistic universe. This is unusual how we're communicating right now with air coming across our vocal cords is how you hear me. We communicate in a non-verbal, non-linguistic universe. And you are picking up on these vibrations and frequencies from your fellow brothers and sisters without them even saying a word, So your mind, my fellow brothers and sisters, I suggest that you study this. I have images of this all over. I've given numerous talks on it. It's your conscious mind working in harmony with your subconscious mind, working in harmony with your body. So it's all about your thoughts. I say TFAW, TFAW, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and your words. Your words, my fellow brothers and sisters, be extraordinarily conscious and careful about any word that goes into your ear or any word that comes out of your mouth. You have no idea. Our fellow brothers and sisters are like babies playing with a loaded 357 Magnum handgun. They have no clue how powerful they are. You don't let anything that you don't agree with in your ear. You don't let any word in. You cancel, reject. You stay away from that. Just like I talked about the animals earlier. Move toward and into positive energy. Move out of and away from negative energy. Your mind, my fellow brothers, says, what a great topic. And I thank Kim for being so uh, consistently accurate at how she communicates with our broad audience and how many good comments we receive, Mikey, from our fellow brothers and sisters in our tribe here at Papi Mindset Coach on concepts to live by and other things. So I thank Kim. Kim does a phenomenal job on that week in, week out, all year long. So thank you, Kim. Namaste, sister. What a great topic for today, the mind. And I just suggest, brothers and sisters, go deeper. Pappy's here to offer suggestions. Do your own research. Meet me in the middle. I'll do 60, 80, 90% or more of the work, but you've got to take action. You get to take a step forward. To meet me, my fellow brothers and sisters, you can manifest anything you can imagine.
Awesome. It just seems so simple that all you need to do is change your mind, but sometimes reprogramming it is not that easy, and that's why we have Pappy to coach us up on that. So, Pappy, I know you have a manifest coaching tip for us today.
Yeah, Mike, is you're always one of your zones of genius, and your special gift is topic stimulation. And as you're just saying there, Mikey, in your mind, I was just reading an article the other day, and a woman was talking that she works. She's carved out a niche or a niche, as we say in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, of working with world-class athletes. And they were interviewing her the other day, Mikey. I was just listening to her, and she said that she never knew, but what stood out, and she's a professional psychologist, whatever. I mean, she's got credentials on top of credentials. And she said she had never noticed it before, as obvious as it was from working with world-class athletes. But she said, Mikey, that the story that they tell themselves is continuous success. She said they're all, and what we talk about here at Papi Mindset Coach is self-talk. When you're talking to yourself, the story you're telling yourself when no one else is around, what you're going through, when you're getting ready to come up into a situation. I saw one other one, Mikey, that was related to this, and I'll come back to that woman. But I'm not much in the United States. We say soccer. The rest of the world says football. So this was, I believe, it was one of the greatest soccer players ever to play. I believe his name is Ronaldo, Mikey. So the audience will have to be patient with me because I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to soccer/football. But they were showing Mikey, and they zoomed in on him before he had a kick. It was like a free kick that he was going to take on goal. And they zoomed in and they showed you the words that he was saying. He's talking out loud to himself, looking at the goal before he took this kick. Go look that up, brothers and sisters. This successful brothers and sisters do not allow negativity to come in. You control all of this. No one is, quote unquote, doing this to you. The universe never does anything to you. Would never harm you, would never go against you in any way. It does things for you. It gives you opportunity after opportunity. And this woman, as I said, this sports psychologist, Mikey, was just completely blown away. She said over and over again that these athletes in every sport imaginable had different techniques, but the self-talk that they told themselves, the story that they said over and over. And she said a lot of them, Mikey, were in the major leagues. To oversimplify here, they were in the major leagues, and maybe they went down to the minor leagues for something. Or maybe they were in the major leagues and they had a very severe injury and they were out for a while. She said that story stayed consistent. The positivity, there was not a doubt. There was not a question. She said that is what differentiated from all the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of athletes that she studied, the successful athletes versus the lesser successful athletes, was their story, how true they were to it, that they never wavered. Negative thoughts never came into their mind. They stayed true to that. I said, Mikey, when I was growing up, United States football, the Green Bay Packers, their quarterback was Bart Starr. and they had a phenomenal team. They would have won even a couple of other Super Bowls. They won the very first Super Bowl when it started decades and decades ago, I believe in the 1960s. And they interviewed the quarterback, Bart Starr, after the game. He had a very successful career. He played University of Alabama, had numerous Super Bowl rings for the Green Bay Packers. And the announcer was, someone was, the interview was interviewing him after the game, saying, "Well, Bart, I guess you feel bad about losing the game today." And he looked this interview exactly in the eyes, Mikey, and said, "We did not lose this game today." And the person interviewing was like, "Okay, Bart, no, you lost. And they had this many points and you had that many points. Your points were less than theirs. You lost." And Bart Starr said, completely 100% sincere, as like honest as the day is long, as genuine as the day is long. "We did not lose that game today. We're the better team. It was just that there was a clock involved. And when that clock stopped, they happened to have more points than us. But we did not lose this game today." Mike, when you believe it at that point, that's why they won numerous Super Bowls. But as this woman said, Mike, she was giving stories. This could be track and field, basketball, football, baseball, soccer, hockey, gymnastics, whatever it is, golf, whatever sport it is. My fellow brothers and sisters, I've told you time and time again, all that you can draw into you is what you put out. If you stay at a high vibration, Albert Einstein said that if you match the vibration and frequency of anything, so think of these positive stories they're telling themselves over and over again, that they're going to be a successful hitter or pitcher or batter or scorer, whatever they are. If you match the vibration or frequency of anything in this universe, whatever is on that vibration and frequency must be brought into your life. It must be in your life. Albert Einstein said, "Mikey, this is not philosophy. This is physics." Exactly what we're talking about. I don't get into the math of it. I told you before, my fellow brothers and sisters, I am never going to be here to prove something to you. There's neuroscience involved. There's genius neuroscientists who study what goes on inside of your body when you're manifesting. There's genius quantum physicists who will describe to you what's going on outside of your body when you're manifesting. As I said earlier in the show today, Mikey, as we share with our audience, I come to you from a perspective of 100% pure spirituality. And what a great topic for today's show, Mikey. We've been talking about it all show long, all podcast long. Nothing is impossible. And you know me, Mikey, and I've said this so many times before, I go to ancient center master council. I'm like, nothing is impossible. Like, Papi, nothing is impossible. And every time after it's stated to me and I've been taught nothing is impossible, the next immediate sentence, Mikey, is always, "There's always a way. There's always a way." And why is there a way? And how is there a way, my fellow brothers and sisters? There is a way because there is no past. There is no future. All you have is the present. The universe is eternally grounded in the present. You are the projector. You are the projector. No one else is the projector. I'm not Mikey's projector. Kim's not Mikey's Mikey is her projector. We are all our own projector, and everything outside of us is our projection. Nobody controls it. You are the projector. You're the writer, the director, the star, everything. You are the projector of your life, and whatever you project is what you're going to get. Now, sometimes it'll take some patience. There's divine synchronicity, divine orchestration. There's 8 billion fellow brothers and sisters of ours all offering up affirmations, intentions, prayers, etc. all day long. There's a lot to manage, so to speak. There's a lot going on. There's karmic lessons and soul contracts and cycles we're going through. There's a lot going on, my brothers and sisters. But what you are manifesting in your heart of hearts, what you think about, what you apply feelings and emotions to, what you take action on, and what you manage the words coming into your ears and out of your mouth, and what you observe also. If you want to add one more letter, T-F-O, I add the O sometimes, that is coming into your life. I promise you, it's coming into your life, and you are so loved. The only reason it wouldn't come in exactly is because Source has something better for you. You think, as I said, 12 o'clock on the clock is the best answer, and Source will give you 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock or maybe 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. And when you open that present up, you said, "Oh, I thought my present was going to say 12 on the cover," and you on the wrapper, and you open up and it's 1 o'clock. You say, "I can't believe it. This is better than what I thought was my best possible faith and belief goal. It's been delivered to me." And what's the challenge, my fellow brothers and sisters? I've told you before. Your thoughts and your feelings start this process. So whatever you're thinking about and you're applying feelings, whatever you really, 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 really want, you are going to get. I promise you, you're going to get it. But BUT, whatever you really, 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 really don't want, you are going to get because you've thought about it and you've applied tons of emotion to it. Fear, worry, doubt, anxiety. We're so loved, Mikey. From the other side, one of the things that came through recently was, and it just blew me away because I just get new information all the time and downloads. But of our army of support I talk about, I have an entire lesson chapter in my 28-day online coaching course. We've got this army of support, Mike, and it's not just limited to archangels, angels, guardian spirits, saints, and spirit guides. It is more enormous than that. And what they state is that when we are living in a state of fear, they can't help us. Like, we want to help you, brother. There's dozens, hundreds, thousands of spiritual entities that want to help us, are rooting for you, my fellow brothers and sisters, more than you can ever imagine. You've got a grandmother standing behind you, or a great grandmother, or great great grandmother with a rolling pin. Go look that up. I'm showing my age right now. And she's ready to take anybody out who's going to mess with you. I guarantee you. But she can't do it if you're in fear, worry, doubt, and anxiety because you're in such a low vibration state that you're blocking this help that is right there, ready, willing, and able to come to you. Fellow brothers and sisters, please, please, please. And I don't like to say fake it until you make it or fake it until you figure it out. I would say live as if. There's an as if principle. Live as if. Live as if you are that person. Live as if you have that job. Live as if you have that house. Live as if you got that promotion. Live as if you found the love of your life. Live as if you have that money saved up in your account. Live as if you paid that debt off and you are now sleeping like a baby. Live as if nothing is impossible. I'll leave the audience with one last thought here, Mikey, that we are looking at, my fellow brothers and sisters. You're standing in the present. You are a projector. Everything outside is your projection. And you are standing in front of a limitless ocean of opportunities. Every possible, when I say every, I mean every possible future outcome for you is available to you. I've been guaranteed time and time again. Every possible future outcome for you is available. It is up to you to lean into it. It is up to you to think that thought. It is up to you to apply emotion and feelings. It's up to you to take action. It's up to you to manage your words. It's up to you to be careful and be active, be proactive regarding your observations. Your observation. But the most important is that TFAW, thoughts, feelings, actions, and words. So thank you, Mikey. Thank you, Kim. Nothing is impossible. What an exciting show. And this applies, we said earlier, Mikey, our brothers and sisters across all 6 continents that we're working with here at Papi Mindset Coach, all 6 continents, doesn't matter, color, nationality, race, creed, religion, education, finances, it does not matter, my fellow brothers and sisters. You can manifest anything you can imagine.
Awesome, and that's why Pappy's such a great coach. I mean, listen to that pep talk he gave us. That's like, happy Pappy right there. So, I mean, after listening to that, who can't go out there and win your day, I mean, you just wanna go out there and live as if you've already accomplished all of these things, and that's what's so great too about Pappy's affirmations, like, you're already thinking that you've accomplished these things, that Source has given you everything that you need, and you have unlimited possibilities and unlimited and infinite choices, and that's what he's trying to drive home to all of us, um and Pappy always says the most important things that you say are after the words I am. So always be in the present, always be positive, and always start your affirmations with I am so happy and grateful now. And Pappy, which affirmation are you sharing today?
Yes, Mikey, you're such a beautiful door opener. Thank you for opening that door. I am, my fellow brothers and sisters. Mikey just said the two most powerful words in this entire universe. When I write I am, I always spell am, capital A, capital M. You are recognizing the God force, the creative force inside of you. Put your big boy pants on, put your big girl pants on. Let's get after it. Let's get after me helping you to awaken and remember why you came here. You came here for very specific reasons. My fellow brother says you can manifest anything you can imagine. Be very careful. Every single word that you state carries energy, vibration, frequency, and meaning. The affirmation we have from today out of my book, Manifest Anything You Can Imagine. I am so happy and grateful now that I treat every person I meet as though they are the most important person on earth, starting with myself every single morning. What a powerful affirmation. Can you feel that in your heart of hearts, my fellow brothers and sisters? Can you start to treat every fellow brother and sister you meet as if they are the most important person on earth? In the United States, if it's someone who's a server in a restaurant, who's cleaning tables in the restaurant, who's washing dishes back in that restaurant, who's mopping the floor in an airport, who's opening doors for someone, who's carrying luggage, who's cleaning a bathroom somewhere. Can you look them in the eyes and treat them as if they are the most important person on earth? You treat everyone as if they're the most important person, or starting with yourself every single day. This is one thing, Mikey, that fellow brothers and sisters, when I see this pop up, other than the obvious when we first start off, is whenever brothers and sisters start to have some success with manifesting and they start feeling themselves a little bit and they start to get a little bit of a big head, figuring this out, etc., and they start to see themselves as, well, I'm figuring this out. I'm starting to manifest things proactively that I want to are coming into my life. And maybe they start to think, Mikey, like, I'm better than other brothers and sisters because look at me, I'm doing this. I talk about the 3% club. There's approximately 3% of fellow brothers and sisters on earth who are manifesting proactively. 97% are primarily either wholly or primarily manifesting reactively. So, my fellow brothers and sisters, you do not get a big head. You do not get cocky. You do not get full of narcissism or ego. You do not do this because the simplest rule I can give you, my fellow brothers and sisters, is that if you judge or look down to fellow brothers and sister, you are treated exactly the same way from the universe. You're contaminating the water supply. You will be treated the same way as you treat anyone else. You are going to be treated. My fellow brothers and sisters, if you just start this now to live in gratitude and just from this day forward, try doing this for one day and then try doing it for a week. If you could do it for a month, even let's say 28 days, the original calendar, a month of 28 days, if you can do it for 28 straight days, this will be with you the rest of your life. You will treat every person you meet as if they are the most important person on earth. That alone will change your life and uplift you more than you can ever imagine. So again, what a great affirmation for today. Treat every person we meet as if they are the most important person on earth. So thank you so much, Mikey. What a beautiful affirmation.
Thank you. It really is. It's a beautiful way to live too, because when you fill your own cup first thing every morning, then you have abundance to treat everyone else like, royalty. You just have to start from within. So that's a great affirmation. Um, we've come to the part of the show where we get to ask Pappy a question. So some of our listeners and subscribers have gone over to the website. They click on the Ask Pappy link to submit their question. And the question today is, how do I explain that manifestation isn't against the religious beliefs of some people?
Yeah, Mikey, and that's why I always state that at the beginning, because I always want to manage expectations that I come from a perspective of 0%. I'm neutral to all religions, whatever belief our fellow brothers and sisters have. I honor them with that. I never have any conversation, question anything, because I am not in conflict with any of that, Mikey. Whatever the religious beliefs are of any of our fellow brothers and sisters, I'm coming to them from pure 100% spirituality. And if that would be in any conflict at all, just pure love and spirituality, then I tell any of our listeners, Mikey, to look at them coming down from a perspective of pure 100% energy. Energy is neutral. Energy does not bias towards one religion or one faith or the other belief system. That's where I'm coming from. So my fellow brothers and sisters, do not confuse this with being in conflict. I implore you to maintain your religious beliefs. I don't make any comments on those, either good or bad or indifferent. I don't comment at all. I'm trying to offer you a grand, maybe even a grander perspective. And I talk about source, and I'm remaining completely neutral as to the creator of the universe. I will suggest to you that there is a creator of the universe. I don't talk about religion or anything else, but if someone asks me, Pappy, what have you seen? What have you experienced? What do you believe to know to be reality, to be the truth? There is source energy. It's the Akashic field. It's the source field. We live in an energy field within a field of consciousness. Call it the Akashic field. It's been here since inception. All energy, all life, all matter, but especially energy and life has been created. My fellow brothers and sisters, it can neither be created nor destroyed. Source did this. It's beyond our comprehension. Source did this. Every single thing. There is consciousness in every atom around in your body, every atom around you. Everything around you is referred to as ether, the ether. This is a conscious, living, breathing, thinking, intelligent substance that you direct, by the way, with your energy, with your thoughts, with your feelings, with your emotions, with your actions, with your words. You direct this. And that's what you came here to Earth to learn how to direct this energy. And be careful. It's like you've got the world's largest butterfly net. You have a thought and you're using your imagination, an idea or thought. You've grabbed a whole big butterfly net of energy. And where are you directing all that energy in that butterfly net? It's going to be like an arrow that you're shooting. You're firing somewhere. Where's the bullseye? What does it say? Is it super negative? You're going to hit that bullseye and bring that into your life. My fellow brothers and sisters, I come from a perspective of love and light and truth and goodness. No religious comments, no religious perspective at all. Literally love, light, truth, and goodness. 100% love, 100% spirituality, 100% energy. So please take it from that perspective. I honor you with whatever your belief system is. I'm not attempting to change anyone's belief system. I am just offering suggestions to you to take the suggestions that I am offering you under consideration. Do your own homework, do your own research, and see if you meet me in the middle or we meet anywhere. And we often do with a lot of fellow brothers and sisters. Nothing right, nothing wrong. But I am just trying to dust off that inner knowing within you for a grand awakening, for a grand remembrance. So thank you so much, Mikey, for a wonderful question.
Thank you. And Papi has his book Manifest Anything You Can Imagine is available as a physical copy, or it's an audiobook, or you can even get a free ebook on download if you wanted to. But there's so many ways to listen or read the book. You can add this book to your morning or evening ritual when you're writing down your affirmations, because each chapter begins with a really great positive quote. And Papi has a quote prepared for us today.
Yes, Mikey, thank you for pulling such a great quote from the book from chapter 15. My fellow brothers and sisters, there is pure power, spirit, and energy flowing down into and through you that empowers you and never fails to present opportunity to the advancing person who's moving in obedience and harmony with the universal laws. To think what you want to think is to think truth, inside out. I want you to live inside out, regardless of appearances, which is living outside in. I tell you, my brothers and sisters, just go through my book and just read the quotes. Are so powerful. And thank you so much, Mikey, about this pure power and spirit and energy flowing down into us and through us for us, reminding our brothers and sisters about that today.
Thank you. It's a great quote to end the show on. And like Papi said at the beginning of the podcast, something wonderful is going to happen to us today. And I hope that stands true for everyone.
Yes.
Um, so if you're a successful entrepreneur looking to take your business, life, health, wealth, love, and impact to the next level, the Papi Mindset Manifestation Mastermind or the Papi Mindset Manifestation Retreats may be just the answer and experience you've been looking for. This is where positive thoughts, emotions, and actions align with ancient wisdom within a tribe of purpose meets profit entrepreneurs who are dedicated to elevating their mindset, their energy, their results, and their fellow brothers and sisters in need. If you're ready to manifest, grow, stretch, and really step into the next newer, higher version of yourself, Papi's Mastermind and Retreats were created just for you. Thank you so much, Papi, and I know you prepared for a closing today.
Yes, for the closing today, I want to thank you again, Kim, for just putting together such a wonderful show. Mikey, for being such a wonderful co-host. We're just sharing so much love and light, and the fact that we just crossed over 10,000 downloads for our podcast from where we started. We're not even at a 1-year anniversary yet, and we're still figuring things out here, brothers and sisters. So thank you so much for all of your patience with us, and we're just here to share love and light and truth and goodness. My fellow brothers and sisters, I'm going to leave you on a high note as always. I always start off the high note, leave you on a high note of love, light, truth, and goodness. I say namaste, namaste, my wonderful, beautiful fellow brothers and sisters. Namaste from the love of my heart to you. The spirit in me greets the spirit in you. There's no higher greeting we can give each other than the spirit in me greeting the spirit in you. Been an enjoyable session today. It's so uplifting. Mikey and Kim and I were done, we high-five each other. We're smiling. We're so happy that we've interacted with you, and we've put on such a great show and provided such great information and vibration and frequency that we've delivered to you. It's so exciting. So thank you so much, because it takes two to tango, so to speak. It's your energy, and it's you, all of our fellow brothers and sisters who interact with us, that makes this so exciting on this journey, this manifesting journey, building a manifesting lifestyle that we're all working with together. I am truthfully, in my heart of hearts, so thankful, so appreciative, and so grateful for you and for you joining us today. I'm sending you at this specific moment in time, my fellow brothers and sisters, love and light and truth and goodness. And I remind you, these are not idle words. This is love over hate, light over darkness, truth over deception, and good over evil. I'm sending you love, light, truth, and goodness, awakening, my fellow brothers and sisters, for a grand awakening, for the inner knowing that lives within you, this untapped creative power, this inner knowing that lives within you, and remembrance, for a grand remembering on this 3D to 5D shift, this big shift that we're going through. My fellow brothers and sisters, I send you my positive energy at this very specific moment in time. I send you love and blessings, my fellow brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate all the wonderful entrepreneurs who work with us, who are impact driven, who want to pay forward and take the profit from their businesses and merge it with purpose all across these wonderful 6 continents. We're working with our fellow brothers and sisters. I love each and every one of you, all my wonderful, beautiful fellow brothers and sisters, successful entrepreneurs who want to pay this forward and help their fellow brothers and sisters. Love and blessings to all until we meet again. And finishing up the show, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am, I am. I am that I am. Namaste, my fellow brothers and sisters. I love you more than words can ever describe. Thank you so much. Until we meet again, love and blessings. Thank you so much. That's a wrap for this episode of Manifest Anything You Can Imagine podcast. Keep those dreams big and your mindset unstoppable. Take one step today toward the life you're manifesting, because you can create anything you imagine. If you can think it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Visit PapiMindsetCoach.com for more resources, and follow us at Papi Mindset Coach on social platforms for daily inspiration. If you love this episode, share it with someone ready to transform their life. Until next time, stay focused, stay positive, and keep on manifesting your best life. See you soon.